Well, hello and good morning. The light is still on my microphone, so I'm assuming now that it's going to work from start to finish here. I couldn't be arsed really this morning, but now that I'm here, I kind of feel like I'll do something. Um, that was always going to happen actually, because I do want to keep the kind of show on the road. I want to keep going with the consistent, even just a few minutes practice every morning, like of doing something on this face here. You know that straggly bit of masking tape bothers me. Let's try and make it a bit cleaner. And maybe even, I can hear Maisie coming out. You might be able to hear the heater. It's my first time turning on the heater. And I just thought to myself this morning, because of that kind of can't be bothered feeling, I might as well make it as, actually one of my little things today is to be kind to Anya. So one of the things I'm doing is making sure I'm warm enough in the studio in an effort to follow my be kind to Anya practice. All right, what am I doing? I think I'm going to just do a little bit more in the mouth and that area because it's dry now. I can work over it a bit more. And I'm just showing you the painting because it's just a bit of a palaver to get myself and the painting into things. Okay, so I've got a colour on the palette that to me looks like it might work for some of the shadows around my mouth. I suppose actually I put a little bit more alizarin into it. And I know you're looking at it thinking, jeepers, it's an awful mess. This muddy colour in the palette, but I think it's what I'm after actually, so if it's not broken. Okay, and this is where I want to put it. Maybe a bit here too. And there. And quite dark this morning actually. I feel like I'm doing other things other than what I said I would do, but this area here feels very dark. I just want to identify it as I see it in the moment. And there too. And yeah, here's a so I'll go back and just use the other brush so that I didn't change the colour because I'm happy for this colour to be used somewhere around the mouth as well, I think. Mm. Maybe that could be subdued a little bit, the shadow underneath the lower lip there. And this one here, I mean, it could be made a bit greener so that it's not competing with the warmth of the lip colour. Speaking of warmth of lip colour, I'm going to use some of this. I think it's quinacridine magenta. See it there? I feel like I want to bring in a bit of some kind of brightness into this, like. I had a thought there that I didn't turn on the video, which has been known to happen. Okay. Right. Yeah, so that's the quinacridine magenta that I put into the lower lip, but I want to lift it up a bit because it's reading as shadow and it's actually the bright there. It's okay. And then I'll just go for something darker again because there's a very dark area here. Got a different top on today. And today's my mother's birthday. I'm heading over next week to see them. And next Wednesday is my dad's birthday. No. I'll do a bit up here too. Is the way watercolor dries, a shade lighter, and also I think it kind of becomes a bit more subtle as it dries. And I love the dynamic possibilities of the darks and lights, and you know, that kind of fluidity that you get, the sharp pigment when you've got the fluidity of the water with it sitting on the surface. So wanting to kind of recapture that, and also to carry on explaining things as I see them. Bit of quinacridine gold into the sap green there, but it's not really come out. I want there to be a bit more of a yellow green here. And there's the darks there again. She says real luxury in having the heater. What a difference. I might be here all day. In fact, I am wanting to kind of be done with this one and start flower painting in oil. And maybe I need to have two positions where I set up in here and kind of clear it up a little bit for myself. So I want to go through my paints and materials and things for the flower painting workshop in a couple of weeks as well, because I like to take along some acrylics and collage material and stencils and inks, and I just want to find all of those things and have them kind of easily accessible for me. Because sometimes what I end up doing, if I'm kind of not prepared in advance like that with materials, I end up bringing everything, and it's a lot to carry. So yeah. I was saying to somebody yesterday, over the years, my face obviously has changed, and there's new little dents and hollows and wrinkles and shadows where before there was a plateau of skin. Kind of satisfying to see the changes happening over the time. I used to be interested in trying to find different positions to paint myself from and all the rest of it. But I've discovered that the most important thing to me is the capacity to be attentive. And if I've got two mirrors set up and I'm trying to twist myself into all sorts of positions just to have a different view of my face, I don't think it's worthwhile, because I'm not that fascinated by views. It's more the observing of myself that fascinates me. Kind of, let's see what's happening today, checking in. And I love that rigorous curiosity. Some sort of warmth now that I'm wanting. It's here today. And of course, the ear. Sometimes I just get impatient and can't be bothered with things like ears. But then they become a glaring omission. And then on this left side, there's a lot of maybe it's cadmium orange, or which looks like you see over there, cadmium orange, or maybe quinacridine gold, or the colours that I could use to describe the edge. I think the quinacridine gold for now. The edge of this side of the face where the light is falling. Maybe a touch of magenta as we go up towards the cheek. Hello? Microphone went off there. I'd say it's low on battery. I was just saying that I might leave the other eyebrow, the other eye generally until tomorrow, but maybe it'll indicate some sort of beginning for it. I could always do the flowers inside anyway, sure. Trying to find where the hair meets the face on this side. I feel like it's more ultramarine in that colour than Viridian. And this side really is very, very dark. I hope you can hear now. I don't think the mic was working again. I think I need to charge it up. But I'm just about to stop anyway, I reckon, because I want to leave something for tomorrow. This is just like a kind of a daily practice that I do for a short while to, I feel like it somehow kind of recalibrates me for the day, or calibrates me for the day, whatever you would say. That there's a certain kind of focused attention that feels pleasing and settling, and the fact that it's just me in the mirror helps with diminishing any expectation. There's no expectation here, really. The interest for me is stopping slow enough to really look. And whatever no matter what it is, I think when we stop, really stop, and look at something, anything, there's this fascination. And I find like very often I miss that. through busyness, or through lack of focus and forgetting about life being such a precious thing and feeling like they need to finish the list of stuff. So if I can start the day with something meaningful for me, with focused attention, I don't even have to have meaning, just focused attention, that brings meaning really, somehow. You know, I'm setting up a Patreon account and I'm trying to do something every day towards it. And mentioning it here is my thing this morning. If I do nothing else about it today, I've just told you anyway. But Patreon account is when you, like I've got lots of videos and things in my mind that I might create playlists of, you know, step by step painting a face, step by step. I don't know, just videos of my process. Anyway, there's different kind of tiers as well and stuff. I have yet to figure out what exactly I'm going to offer, to be honest with you. But it'll involve this kind of communication and perhaps some one-to-one connections and yeah, that kind of, there's different options, and it's a pay monthly thing. So this, I've seen other artists or illustrators who have maybe a £10, well, maybe starting with a £5 per month package where you get a video every day into your inbox and it's just for you, and as in it's not public on YouTube. And then you might get a £20 package where you get that and a photograph of what it was I was painting or something, so that you can do your own. And then maybe the £50 might be feedback, individual feedback every month, and maybe a free gift in the post or that kind of carry on, you know the way. But I kind of, you see, I like interacting here, and I prefer that to be honest, I prefer that way of making a living, if I can make a living through that, than selling through galleries and things as a main source of my income, because I like this better. I like when galleries like help to do all the stuff for you, and most of them are good. But I also just love my time to be used doing what I love and what I feel is my genius work. And there's a few areas to that, but I do love painting, and I don't know if you can hear me. I'd say the sound maybe just doesn't work now. I need to fix that. Right. Just a little bit of warmth on the spherical end of my nose there. I feel like I need to stay in here now to use the heat up. That's the only thing. I think I'll take Maisie out first, and then I can come back and do some clearing up in here maybe. When I say clearing up, what I want to do is to find my paints for the workshop, the flower painting workshop. Okay, not sure if you could hear me there. I know you definitely couldn't for part of it anyway. But this is what happened today. And if you can't hear me, it's bye from me. Actually, I'll show you my real face too. Bye. See you tomorrow.